Thank you for tuning in and listening to the Pop Culture Caravan, where myself, the Joe Meister, and Hutch and Chalupe will be talking about Thor, Love and Thunder.
It's been a long time coming for us.
Love and Blunder, dude. It's Love and Blunder. I know how I would fix it, but I have so many complaints before I can even talk about that.
Let's try to start off with some positives here. How about that?
It was great even briefly seeing the Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was one of the big questions. They addressed a lot of the big questions after Endgame with what different, groups and characters were doing. So it was kind of cool giving us, and this is what the Guardians are up to.
Yeah, but it just kind of feels like a little bit of a glorified cameo.
Really thought they were going to do more with the whole as Guardians of the Galaxy thing.
Right? It just feels like a poor payoff for that. Instead of the kids getting like the superpowers to help fight Gore at the end, call the Guardians in. It just makes more sense.
That really would have. That part of the movie is my single least favorite part. Where all the kids have like the fucking lightning coming out of stuffed animals and they're beating the shit out of shadow demons.
It's a movie that as you watch, it progressively just irritates you more or finds ways to do so.
It certainly gets worse the closer you get towards the end.
Go!
One thing I did like about the ending was the look of the whole, eternity itself. Very much ripped from the comic book pages. Loved that. God bless the visual effects artists on this movie, because holy shit did these guys go through hell. I don't know if you heard any of the behind the scenes stuff at this point, but a lot of VFX artists were coming out around this movie saying hey, Marvel overworks their animators as is constantly changing up, has impossibly high demands, we're working long ass hours, severe understaff. It's insane. Taika Waititi and Tessa Thompson did a video or whatever, just talking about the movie, and they just on the entire VFX and oh yeah, that doesn't look good, and they were making jokes, and it's just the most tone deaf video I've ever seen.
I think I saw some of that. Yeah, it was not flattering.
How do we feel about the goats?
It's such a dead meme, dude.
I hated the goats so much. I wanted to walk out the theaters.
They didn't need to have them screaming the entire movie.
The entire time.
The goats in themselves are an illustration, I think, for the overall problem with this movie. It's trying to have its cake and eat it too. It's trying to do these serious themes of love, gods, and, faith and whatever. But it also just undermines all of that with the fucking comedy. Jane has cancer, and it's handled in the worst way.
Yeah, there's a lot of serious concepts up in the air. Her cancer, the fact that Gore's literally killing gods. Really just a lot of death. The kidnapped children, even that is played for laughs. It's just a joke.
Now, I will say, I do really like that one scene with Christian Bale and the kids. It's the one scene where Christian Bale just gets to have fun being Gore.
We have different viewpoints, because when I saw that, I was thinking Pennywise. I was like, I can't take this seriously.
I guess I was just kind of let down, because Gore was creepy in, the comic, but for a totally different reason, right? He didn't kidnap kids. He didn't give a fuck about children. He was much more terrifying. You didn't really see Gore in this movie kill a lot of gods. You see him kill, I think, 2? I don't know. You see the aftermath of a lot of it.
I feel like there should be more of a consequence to their death, essentially. Gore's whole purpose is to go around killing gods, right? So what does that mean? I'm going to bring the example of God of War. Every time Kratos goes around, his whole thing, he's angry at the Olympian gods and kills them. Every time he kills a god, something happens to the world. He kills Hermes, a plague flies around and ravages society. Kills Poseidon, the seas go crazy. Hades, all hell breaks loose. You understand how it goes. But what effect does this have on the universe? Is it as big as Thanos' snap? Is it something small scale?
Good grief, he's naked! You're too hot, damn it!
That leads into a whole nother thing. Thor being a goofy jackass of the whole movie, dude. Like, he finds Sif with her arm missing. He's like, maybe her arm's in Valhalla. It's like, what the f?
Never mind, this is the first time he's seen Sif in God knows how long.
Since Thor 2?
Yeah, but like, I don't know, just like that scene should have carried so much more weight.
I did like how Sif seems kind of pissed that she didn't die in battle. I thought that was kind of funny, because I was like, okay, that's like Viking Asgardian type of stuff.
Well, it is true, sir. The Chinese seem to exploit their own people with forced labor.
Shut the fuck up, Thor! You're here to flex and not think, you fucking bitch!
So they did kill off Jane Foster Thor in the same movie they introduced her. Any notes on that?
Well, they undermined it right again with the end credits scene with Heimdall. Just takes away all emotional weight.
Not only Jane Foster got the cool new hammer that splits up, but also Thor's weird love relationship with both.
Yeah, they basically made it canon that Thor like jacks off with like Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Like it's weird.
I don't understand the concept and thought process behind making these weapons kind of sentient in a way.
Mjolnir being not only sentient enough to like choose its wielder, like that you could blame that on the magic, but then like it casting a protection thing with, because they pretty much said that Jane wasn't worthy. It just made an exception for her to save her life, right?
Right.
I don't know, like that's why is the hammer smart enough to do that?
Yeah, that really rubbed me the wrong way, and honestly opens up a lot of plot holes. Thor can now like share his powers with other people.
Hated it so much. Kill the younglings. It was terrible.
It's weird how Jane doesn't like become worthy. Essentially, Thor's like, yo, please protect her, and that's how she can use the hammer. I kind of didn't like that.
That totally, undercuts her character. Just like,
Yeah.
I think it's better if the character actually had some kind of worth to her.
She's not worthy. She's just sick.
I have cancer.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
If we were to put some number scores on it, I would probably give this movie like a 4 out of 10.
I'd give it a 3. I didn't like it.
15 out of 10. Best movie I've ever watched.
Get out of here.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Pop Culture Caravan. Please like and subscribe. Smash that like button, in fact.
Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys.
A peace out, man.
The name is Mighty Thor!
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.